Hi, my name is Leonard. Today we're going to talk about accounting concepts applied in the company. First of all, Titi Jaya practices consistency. Consistency idea states that similar transactions should always be recorded in the same way. Company applied the consistency idea by maintaining the same annual percentage rate of depreciation so that the results reported from period to period are comparable. Next, going concern. It is assumed that a company will remain in operation for a long time. Based on financial statement, the company will focus on long-term business development and ongoing enhancement of stakeholder value. Also, we have accrual concept. The company used accrual concept as it provides more accurate view of entity's financial position and financial performance regarding revenue earned and expenses incurred during the period. The accrual concept is trading and profit and loss. Accounts should only include the income earned and expenses incurred for the current year. Besides that, we have prudence. Profits should not be overstated and expenses should not be understated. According to this principle, the use of provision for doubtful debt can assist the company's income statement be more accurate. The company practices prudent financial management to ensure the flexibility of liquidity to fund the company. Lastly, we have money management. The third concept they apply is money management concept. The financial statements are presented in Ringgit Malaysia. This shows that all transactions can be expressed in monetary units.
My name is Lim Wei Chi. I would like to talk about chart of account for the company. Firstly, assets, capital, liabilities, income, and expenses. First and foremost, asset. Asset is a resources with economic value owned by individual, corporation, or country will provide future benefits. And secondly, assets are reported on company balance sheets and are bought or created to increase the value of the firm and benefit for the operation of the firm. Building is a structure that is permanently attached to the land, it is not infrastructure, and is not intended to be transferable or movable, such as factory, shop lot, and warehouse. The value of the building owned by the company is 62,695,407. 1.2 Leasehold land. Leasehold land is a land holding that is leased to a person or company by the relevant state for a definite number of years. Once the term expired, the land ownership returned to the state authority. In order to extend the leasehold, the owner must apply for renewal before the expiry date. The total of leasehold land between non-current and current assets is worth up to 174,343,005. 1.3 Freehold land. Freehold land can be defining as any estate which is free from hold of any entity besides the ownership. In 2022, the company freehold land total value up to 9,270,604. 1.4 Renovation. The term renovation is defined as improvement made to an existing building component. The renovation should increase the useful life or capacity. The renovation must extend the useful life or capacity. Any renovation to a building must be cost more than 100,000 to qualify as an asset. The total cost of the company renovation is 330,773. 1.5 Motor vehicles. Motor vehicles is a long-term asset that report a company cost of vehicles. The group also lists automobiles for term ranging from 7 to 9 years. The company owned vehicles worth up to 172,616. 1.6 Equipment, furniture and fitting computers. The terms equipment, furniture and fittings refer to movable furniture fittings or other equipment that has no permanent connection to the building structure. When furniture and fixtures are removed, they do not damage the structure of the building and equipment, computers, and required for day-to-day operation. The company equipment, furniture and fitting and computers total value up to 195,768. 1.7 Cash and short-term deposit. The sum of two balance sheet line items, cash and equivalents, and short-term investment in marketable securities is known as cash and short-term investment. Short-term investment and cash are considered very liquid asset. Besides, short-term deposit are the terms deposit with term of less than 1 year. The sum of the cash and short-term deposit of the company is 82,457,749. Secondly, capital. Capital is the cash or other financial assets held by an individual or business to start a business. It's the financial resources to benefit the business growth, and capital is the amount of money borrowed or invest in the business which does not include interest rate. 2.1 Treasury shares. The term treasury shares refer to the company ordinary shares that are held by the company. The amount is made up of treasury shares acquisition cost minus the proceeds received from their subsequent sales or issue. The total value of the treasury shares is Rm 25,290,710. 2.2 Share capital. Share capital is the money a company raises by issuing common preference shares from selling ownership to the public. The company's share capital total value up to 1,359,034,210, which is 782,292,038 shares. Thirdly, liabilities. Liabilities is something a person or firm owes, usually is sum of money. It's an obligation that company owes resulting from past business transactions, event, sales, exchange of asset or service, or anything that would provide economic benefit in the future. 3.1 Lease liabilities. Any person lease liability is defined as the lease obligation to pay rent or other payment amount under a lease of real or personal property that is accounted for as a lease liabilities. On the person consolidate balance sheet in accordance with GAAP, the company lease liabilities worth value up to 780,128. 3.2 Term loan. Term loan is lending arrangement that provide a borrower with a fixed sum of cash. The borrower must repay the loan by installment payment over the term of the loan. The total value of the term loan borrowed by the company is 344,033,171. 3.3 Trade payable. Trade payable is a credit amount billed to a company by its supplier for goods delivered to a company or service consumed by the company in the business. The group standard trade credit period from 30 days to 90 days. The value of non-current of trade payable up to 27,988,314. The value of current of trade payable is 62,975,133. 3.4 Other payable. Other payable refer to residual trade payable that have not been specified the company or regulation or do not meet the criteria of being classified separately. The company other payable value up to 74 million and 784,294. Furthermore, income. Income is the amount of money that received by individual or business by providing labor. Income refers to revenue or sales. Revenue is the money that a company receives from selling goods or services. 4.1 Revenue. Sales income is the income received by a company from selling goods or service. The total revenue of the company is 253,606,570. 4.2 Finance income. The finance revenue was the amount of money collected from interest or interest on delayed payment. The total value of finance income shows that is 1,290,723. 4.3 Rental income. Rental income is the revenue earned in an accounting period from leasing real estate or another type of asset. The rental income of the company is 2,747,968. Lastly, expenses. Expenses is the cost of operating a company to generate revenue. Business expenses such as employee wages, equipment depreciation, and so on. 5.1 Finance cost. The cost of finance is the expenses of a loan with interest rate, other fees associated with borrowing money to buy or create an asset. The company finance cost total value up to 10,133,103. 5.2 Income tax. Income tax is a government tax on the taxable profits earned by the individual or corporation. The tax rate refers to the total income. The amount of income tax has been paid by the company is 20,291,064. 5.3 Cost of sales. Cost of sales is the total accumulated of all costs used to create or produce a product or services, such as cost of material and labor used to create the goods which has been sold. The company of the cost of sales is 182,265,216. 5.4 Employee benefit expenses. Employee benefit expenses are a set of supplemental compensation that include healthcare benefit, vacation time, sick day, and other benefits. These are paid in the form of indirect or direct payment that are not covered by a normal paycheck. The amount of employee benefit of the company is 10,977,017. 5.5 Auditor remuneration. Auditor remuneration is a fee that pay to auditor in exchange performing an audit and facility extended to him by the companies. The amount of audit fees paid by the company is 422,000. Thank you.